Hello and welcome to this new session. We're going to show you how to run some illustrations for some of the products that we have, including Golden Solutions. We're going to start. This is the software that we use. Once you downloaded the software, we're going to start with the Golden Solutions, which we already have pulled up. So we're going to focus over here. First step is to start with the company. Obviously, we're going to be using Occidental because they carry all the products. You don't need to put the client's name. You must be specific as to dates of birth. So let's start with one date of birth. Maybe, let's see, let's go with the 1947 case. We're going to see a male, non-smoker in the state of Texas. So we're working with this right now, and I would always prefer to work with a specific date of birth versus the age over here. It gives you minimize the chances of making a mistake when quoting. So we're gonna once we talk to the customer a little bit, you can then decide whether you would be return of premium, graded, or immediate. For practical purposes, we're just gonna work with the immediate right now. We're gonna go with a monthly premiums and the coverage amount. Let's go for $35,000 coverage amount. We're not going to worry about the riders and benefits over here on the bottom for now. We're just going to hit continue. The continue button is going to pull a PDF file for you, and it's going to give you a specific quote. Well, let's work from it right here. You can see that $35,000, it's $196.68 for this particular customer. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see the cash accumulation over here on the last column, but if you scroll to the bottom of the policy, you're going to be able to read the fine print, and you can see that this includes the confined care benefit rider, which is one of the biggest sellers that I found out there in the market. This is a great benefit. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and come back to the software, and now we're going to do a $35,000 benefit face amount. We're going to add $35,000 in accidental death, and we're going to pull this off over here. You can see the premium only went from 196 to 205. This is what we call a combined $70,000 coverage, because we have $35,000 worth of coverage, true face death benefit, plus 35,000 accidental death over here, which cost the customer around an additional $10. So we can actually present the customer with $70,000 combined coverage for only $205. That way you'll be able to beat any other pricing. We're going to do one more scenario over here. We're going to do 17,500 and 17,500 accidental. Okay. This will give you a $35,000 combined coverage. Now, this is where we get really competitive, because you can actually have a $35,000 combined coverage for only $104.28, and you can see that we have $17,000 death benefit over here. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you will find where we have the accidental death benefit for an additional $17,500, and we still have the confined care rider. Going back to the software, you can add additional grandchild riders in, you can add one or two grandkids, and then you can pick a $5,000 or $10,000 coverage. But you can add the number of grandkids right here. And you can also actually have children insurance agreements if they have any children's from 15 to 49 or 50 to 60. So you can add children's on these ages, and you can add grandkids. You can actually also add the spouse, and you have a waiver of premium over here that can also be added to the policy. We're gonna take a look now at the home protector. Home protector, as you will notice, most of the calculators are gonna be based on the same format. We're gonna pick the company. We're gonna, within the guidelines, we're gonna just pick a male from 1967, non-smoker for practical purposes in Texas. And you can see that you can pick 15, 25, 20, or 30-year terms, I'm sorry. In the 15-year in this particular product will still pay a full commission. So let's say that we have 50,000 on this particular case, no riders on a monthly basis. And this is one of the good things about the calculator. Whenever you make a mistake, something will pop on pink, and that way you know that you have made a mistake. I purposely made a low amount over here, which I know it was going to create a pink line, which it's a mistake. And if you read the bottom over here, it's going to say the minimum premium for base coverage is $300 annually. What that means is that this particular client, born in 1967, 45 years old, $50,000 coverage, is not even being billed at $25 a month. So that's how inexpensive the product is. If we go with 20 years, we can try it and see if that will, that will generate a quote. And let me see. I'm going to bring this quote forward over here. And you're going to notice that it is only $28.52. And if we scroll down to the bottom, again, you will see where we have the confined care benefit rider over here. So that's already included within the policy. If we go ahead and let's go with a return of premium for 30 years. Add some critical illness over here at a 25% level. Remember, when you pick critical illness, you need to pick 100, 50, or 25%, and you have to check mark this right here. I'm going to add an additional $50,000 worth of accidental death, and this will make this policy a pretty fully loaded policy, which this is a fully loaded 30-year term. And we're going to see the pricing, which is, again, $61.96, 30-year coverage, $50,000 face amount, death benefit. We have an additional the return of premium rider right here. You still have your confined care rider. You still have your accidental death benefit and your critical illness over here that will be totally disclosed right here for every major critical illness. At the 25% level, it would be $12,500 for any one of these instances. So again, very affordable, fully loaded policy, return of premium for $60. And again, the return of premium would be $18,043. Again, this has been a session on Home Protector and Golden Solutions.